Hey, Shore Life Church, I hope you're doing well. Our late week devotion is coming at you, and so I wanted to share a little bit. As many of you know, I've been reading through the Bible in a year. I try to do this every year, and the format that I'm using this year has me reading a little of the Old Testament history, a little from the Old Testament poetry, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, the Gospels, a little from the Gospel every day, and a little from the New Testament letters. And so I was reading, this was Monday, the widow's offering. This is in Luke chapter 21. As Jesus looked up, he saw the rich putting their gifts into the temple treasury. He also saw a poor widow put in 2 very small coins, copper coins. Truly I tell you, he said, this poor widow has put in more than all the others. All these people gave their gifts out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in all she had to live on. So here's Jesus near the very end of his ministry on earth, and he's in the temple, and he's just observing. And a woman comes in, and she gives everything. Now, he knows her heart, and he knows more than what we can see. And he says, look, this woman put in everything she had. It was 2 small copper coins, but that's all she had. And she gave more than everybody else because she gave everything. Where all these rich people, they're giving out of their wealth. This reminds me of Matthew chapter 6 in the Sermon on the Mount. Jesus said, do not store up treasures here on earth where moth and rust destroy and vermin can destroy, but store up treasures in heaven where moth and rust cannot destroy and thieves cannot break in and steal. When we give, and I don't want to just talk about money, but when we give of our time and our resources and our emotion, when we minister for God, so often our focus is in the wrong area. We're focusing on what we have left. We write a check and we give it to God, but we're focused on what's left in the bank account. Or we fill our calendar and we volunteer in some sort of ministry, but we're focused on what time is left for me. Or we give emotionally to somebody who needs to talk, and it depletes us, and we're focused on what's left for me. Who's there for me? And our focus is in the wrong area. We need to look at what we are giving and see what God does with that. See the amazing things that God does with that. When we give of our finances, don't focus on what's left. Don't give out of your wealth and focus on what's left. Focus on what God is going to do with that. Put your heart there. When you give of your time, focus on how God is going to use that. Don't focus on what you want to be doing or how you want to serve yourself. Focus on how God is going to use you in that moment. See, when you put your treasure where God is using you in that moment, how God is using your resources in that moment, when you focus there, that leftover, it disappears. And we're not focused now on what's mine. We're focused more on, wow, look what God is doing. Look how God is being glorified. Look at the people being changed, the lives being touched. And our heart is now engaged. And we no longer have this focus on self. We have this focus on God. All summer we've been talking about changing our mind. This is just another aspect of changing our minds. Rather than focus on what's me and mine and what I get to hold on to, God, I'll give you your little bit, but I want to hold on to this. We need to focus on what we're giving. Keep our focus on what God is going to do with what we're giving. Don't be afraid to commit. Don't be afraid to offer more. Don't be afraid to let go of your treasures and your time and your talents. Focus on those things and say, God, how are you using this? It'll change your mind, and God will bless that. I hope you have a great week. We can't wait to see you at the park this weekend or connect you in some way. Give us a call, text us, email us. Let us bless you and pray for you. We pray that you are doing well, and we'll see you soon.